My name is Dr. Maria Giroux and I'm an obstetrics and gynecology resident at the University of Saskatchewan. I'm here with Suzanne Funk, who has been a physiotherapist for the last 26 years and a pelvic floor physiotherapist for more than 10 years. Welcome, Suzanne.
Hi, Maria.
So in this video, we want to talk about to Kegel or not to Kegel. That is the question.
Exactly.
So I'm wondering, should everybody be doing Kegel exercises?
No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Yeah.
So who do you think would be more appropriate to do Kegel exercises, and in which circumstances is it not appropriate to do Kegel exercises?
That's a very good question. So it's appropriate to do pelvic floor strengthening when we know for sure that that pelvic floor is actually weak and that they have no kind of extra tension or unnecessary tightness in that pelvic floor. So that's why we do the assessment, or why I think it's essential to do an assessment on someone, especially as practitioners, before we tell them, oh yes, you should or should not do a pelvic floor strengthening exercise. So if we do the assessment and the patient basically has normal tone in their pelvic floor, meaning when we're doing an internal assessment and someone's just laying there and they're relaxed, the muscles should just feel like soft like bread dough. Just like if I have my arm like this and I just press into it, if it's not tense, it just feels relaxed. Versus a muscle that feels tense like that and it's hard to touch. So if I do the assessment and that patient is trying their hardest to relax, but yet it's really firm to the touch, then they're already quite tense in their pelvic floor. If we were to take that person and instruct them in pelvic floor strengthening exercises, making them contract it even more will basically give them more cramping in their vagina and in those muscles. So then the muscles get, it's like I've talked about it in other videos about how you end up like feeling like you have lockjaw in your pelvis. The muscles just get so tense that then they can't turn on or off. So when you have to try to stop peeing, you can't squeeze more because you're kind of stuck at that cramp that you're already in. So those people shouldn't be doing pelvic floor strengthening at all if we find that. What we have to do is make sure that they're completely relaxed first and that they know how to do that. And then once they can, then we can teach them the strengthening. But we're seriously, even when we give them the strengthening, we're paying as much attention and getting the patient to pay as much attention to be able to turn them on and turn them completely off. Because the last thing we want is for them to do all the strengthening and then finish their strengthening and then walk around with basically a butt cramp the rest of the day, which then it can't do what it needs to do. So that's how we have to approach them. If someone's weak and they can tell that their muscles are relaxed, they just really are weak, which is a lot of people, then fine, we can go into doing the strengthening with them. But still, I'm always mindful to make sure they can relax as well, because we want these muscles to work efficiently. I basically tell people they need to be able to be on when we need them on, off when we need them off. We need to be able to squeeze strong enough to be able to hold back against the pressure that we're going to put against it, which depends on what we're doing in our day. Some people are doing things that put more pressure than others. If you're jumping or doing exercises or lots of lifting, you might need to be stronger than someone else. So we kind of ask those questions, gauge it for those people, and then just making sure that you can fully relax when you need to. And that's it. And have enough strength, like endurance, to be able to hold those contractions as long as you need to. And that's really it. But you just have to assess first so you know who and when to teach the exercises.
So interesting. Well, thank you so much, Suzanne.
You're welcome. Thanks, Maria. Always a pleasure.